Atlanta United Fan TV as the fireworks are popping off in the Gulch. It's a party. And, yeah, I mean, 3-0 on aggregate going into Red Bull Arena. I mean, we're in a very, very good spot.
Whew. I mean, yeah, those are near perfect, near perfection, really. And I got here a couple hours before the game, and the vibe, the atmosphere, it was festive, it was optimistic, it just felt good. And then the stadium-wide tifo, like right, after the national anthem, I posted some stuff on Twitter. I'm sure others have. It's really beautiful, and like from that, it was just like we can't lose. You know what I mean? It just felt like that. I mean, like I said, near a perfect performance. It's really smart in the first half. Sat back, played more long balls, and Josef got his chance and took it well as he does. And then as the
we go shot.
As I felt like the second half played out like I thought it would, kind of, in the sense that you could tell Red Bulls were tired. Those gaps in the defense for the last 2 goals. How you gonna leave Tito alone? We know Tito scores bangers. But no, after you hit the post, it was just like, oh God. Like 2-0 would have been nice, but 3-0?
Yeah.
That feels so much better. Yeah.
Great. And yeah, speaking on that full stadium tifo, I mean, it's like, it's something of, yeah, maybe 70,022 against their 11, essentially. Yeah. How can we lose?
Yeah, exactly. It was just a vibe. It was the energy of it, and it's like, that's like the good old Benz, I mean, and the team responded with the performance that it deserved. It just wonderful. We had our home game woes this season, but they corrected that today.
Absolutely did. And yeah, I mean, and in terms of the tactics, I mean, yeah, Tata really did a number today. And then, I mean, just no one really put a foot wrong.
Yeah, it was just, again, total team performance like I talked about the last time, but this was even better. The opponent was better. The 3-0 scoreline, obviously. That's the best game Atlanta's ever played. When you consider the context of that's a record-breaking Supporters' Shield winners, and all that. A team that we haven't beaten before today. It didn't look like it today, you know what I mean? They didn't look like they owned this day, so yeah.
Yeah, and I think, well, there was one guy who put 1 foot wrong, and I won't blame him too hard, but it was that Michael Parkhurst, he pretty much gave it away, and they were on a counter, and it was very, very deadly. And I thought they were going to score there, but thankfully they did not. Yeah.
Who made the game-saving? Who made the tackle?
Yeah, it was. I think it was LGP that shepherded it out. But yeah, I mean, definitely less of that.
Yes, for sure. I mean, Escobar has to be the man of the match because with his goal and assist. Well, I mean, he's really been good in the playoff. He's been playing right wing back, which he spent most of the season at center back. But we've seen his versatility, and he's going to be a good defender for us for a long time if he stays. But he was excellent. Amaron was great. I thought Nagby was really good in the middle, especially in the second half as New York kept dropping off more and more. That's one thing I will say I was a little surprised. New York's approach, I guess they were always going to concede possession, but to that degree I thought was just not to their advantage. And I felt like Atlanta were patient. They didn't rush it, and they took their chances when they got them.
Right. Absolutely did. Yeah, I mean, Franco Escobar, I have to speak on it more. I mean, just he's kind of come into form at the right time. I mean, I think he's been putting man of the match, at least near man of the match performances this entire month, and what a time to do it.
Yeah, really. I mean, like, that's not the first time we've even seen him score with his left, which that's a thing he can do, But like we talked about this before, when the wingbacks get involved, it just makes that much more difference for Tata, for Atlanta. And so with Escobar popping up on the right, Gressel finding him wide open and giving him time to set up. I mean, it was just beautiful how that whole thing played out. Amaron with the through ball. I mean, it's. I remember on one of our videos, I think it was one of mine, somebody commented, why do Atlanta fans freak out when it's not a great performance? Yeah. This is why. We know that this team can play this well. And putting the best team maybe ever to the sword 3-0. I mean, like, I don't want to talk about the cup yet because we still have a job to do in New Jersey, but 1 foot in. I really felt like this performance was important, because it's like, this is the home leg. This is where you really got to be proactive and play your game and take it to them. And I thought Atlanta did. I love that they tried to keep scoring to the final minute. That third goal came in extra time, and that might be big. That might be proof to swing the tide. Right. So
a lot of people were questioning why was Josef being taken off, and in my head is like, okay, yeah, we have a tie on Thursday. You know, we should save Josef. He's on a yellow card. You know, and so it was one of those things. Like, yeah, Tito coming in, he's hungry for goals, and you can always see in his eyes he wants to score goals. Yeah, it was the perfect move, and I think he proved it. Strictly bangers.
Strictly bangers, man. No, but I agree, and I think that it also made sense because this is like you don't want to give up the goal, so you don't really want to remove any of the defenders or midfielders. You know what I mean? You keep 5-3 shape, and then just removing one of the top two. And Tito, like if Tito's going to come in, it'd probably be at that spot he's most effective. And you saw him take. I mean, he could have scored twice. So
yeah, he hit the post. Oh God, man, he was so upset, and yeah. But yeah, I mean, so going into Red Bull Arena, what do you think we have to do, man?
I really think more of the same as what you saw in the first half. You know, like sitting back, clearing it, and just absorbing the pressure and taking the chances when they're there. You know, I mean, like I said, Atlanta took care of the business that they had to today, and now you go in there with the 3-0 lead. It basically simplifies the tactics for you. Obviously, you have to be sharp and you can't drop off too much, but I think if they're in that 40% possession range and really just keeping New York out of the dangerous areas, got this, man. I told y'all we were coming.